Hello, dear students. Welcome to Chemistry Fundamentals. I am Dr. Rajiv Oberoi, dealing with chloroform. The first is the preparation of chloroform. Now, the best method through which chloroform could be prepared, or the one of the method which is very important from the examination point of view, is from bleaching powder. Preparation of chloroform from bleaching powder. We are dealing with preparation of chloroform from bleaching powder. How can bleaching powder be converted into chloroform? There are two possibilities. One, by reaction with ethanol. Two, by reaction with acetone. So bleaching powder may be converted into chloroform. A, by reaction with ethanol. B, by reaction with acetone. Now, if we have taken bleaching powder and converted it into aqueous paste, CaOCl2, bleaching powder, which is converted into aqueous paste, and when into this aqueous paste of bleaching powder we add ethanol, it react to give chloroform. Along with it, calcium formate is obtained. If same reaction is carried out using acetone, if into aqueous paste of bleaching powder we add acetone, we get chloroform, and along with it calcium acetate. So aqueous paste of bleaching powder, when made to react with ethanol, it gives chloroform plus calcium formate. When it is made to react with acetone, it gives chloroform plus calcium acetate. Let it elaborate one by one. So let's first discuss reaction with ethanol. So number one, by reaction with ethanol. So aqueous paste of bleaching powder, when made to react with ethanol, it converts into chloroform. Now this reaction follows 4 steps. So I'm discussing it one by one, so it becomes absolutely clear to you all. In the first step, CaOCl2, that is the bleaching powder, will react with water. Therefore we have prepared aqueous paste. It will react with water. CaOH2O, together it forms CaOH whole twice, that is calcium hydroxide and chlorine. So in the first step, bleaching powder comes in contact with water, gets decomposed, giving a molecule of calcium hydroxide and chlorine. This step is termed as hydrolysis. The first step is termed as hydrolysis, breakdown due to water. Breakdown of bleaching powder due to water, this is hydrolysis. Now in the second step, the molecule of ethanol reacts with chlorine. 2H and 2Cl goes in form of 2HCl. 2H and 2Cl goes in form of 2HCl, and resultant is CH3 C double bond OH. CH3 C double bond OH, 2 carbon means eth, single bond in, aldehyde al at number 1. So ethanol has converted into ethanol, and remember, in the resulting product there is no chlorine. In the resultant product there is no chlorine at all. At the same time, alcohol has been converted into aldehyde. So we are aware, conversion of alcohol into aldehyde is termed as oxidation. So remember, first step is reaction of bleaching powder with water to produce calcium hydroxide and chlorine. This is termed as hydrolysis. In the second step, ethanol react with chlorine to convert into ethanol. This step is termed as oxidation. Then in the third step, the molecule of ethanol produced in step number 2, the molecule of ethanol react with chlorine produced in step number 1. So chlorine produced in step number 1 react with ethanol produced in step number 2. So ethanol react with chlorine in the ratio 1:3. Now these 3H and 3Cl goes in form of 3HCl. 3H and 3Cl goes in form of 3HCl, and 3Cl comes on this molecule of ethanol. This 3Cl comes on the molecule of ethanol, that is 3H has been replaced by 3-chloro. So if 3H of ethanol is replaced by 3-chloro at position 2, the compound is, so this is CCl3, CCl3, C double bond OH, CCl3, C double bond OH, 2 comes eth, single bond in, aldehyde al, 2 comes eth, single bond in, aldehyde al, at number 1 having chloro at 2, so it is 2,2,2 trichloroethanol 1. It is 2,2,2 trichloroethanol 1, which is commonly termed as chloral. Now in the resulting product, since chlorine is present in the product, the chlorine atom are present in the product, therefore this reaction is termed as chloronation. So first step is reaction of bleaching powder with water to produce calcium hydroxide and chlorine. In this is hydrolysis. In the second step, ethanol get oxidized by chlorine converting into ethanol. In the third step, ethanol react with chlorine to produce 2,2,2 trichloroethanol 1, which is chloral. So these are the 3 steps in which, now in the third step, chloral is formed. Now the final and the fourth step is, so in the fourth step, 2 molecule of chloral, CCl3, C double bond OH molecule number 1, CCl3, C double bond OH molecule number 1, chloral molecule number 1, CCl3, C double bond OH molecule number 2. So 2 molecule of chloral react with 1 molecule of calcium hydroxide formulated in step number 1. 2 molecule of chloral formed in step number 3 react with 1 molecule of calcium hydroxide formed in step number 1. How it goes? It is CaOH whole twice. CaOH whole twice. So 1 H combines over here. This bond between carbon and carbon breaks. The bond between carbon and carbon breaks, and this H combines to form CHCl3. This H goes over here. It results in formation of CHCl3. One more H goes over here, forms one more molecule of CHCl3, that is 2 molecule of chloroform is formed. CHCl3, CHCl3, 2 molecule of chloroform. Now we are left over with HC double bond O, 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 HC double bond O. Now there are 2 O. So 1 O combines over with this carbon, 1 O combines with this carbon. There are 2 oxygen present. 1 oxygen combines to this carbon, 1 oxygen combines to this carbon. 1 oxygen combines to this carbon, 1 oxygen combines to this carbon. So it is HC double bond O, O, HC double bond O, O. If there would have been H, then this molecule would have been formic acid. HC double bond O, OH is formic acid. Since H are not present, therefore it is termed as formate, calcium attached instead of hydrogen, calcium attached. Therefore it is termed as calcium formate, which means in the fourth step, 2 molecule of chloral will react with 1 molecule of calcium hydroxide, giving 2 molecule of chloroform and 1 molecule of calcium formate. This step is termed as decomposition. So which means conversion of ethanol into chloroform is a 4-step process. In first step, bleaching powder decomposed to give chlorine. In the second step, chlorine react with ethanol to convert into ethanol. This reaction is called as oxidation. Then ethanol react with chlorine to convert into chloral. This is called as chloronation. And finally, chloral react with calcium hydroxide to give chloroform and calcium formate. This step is called as decomposition. So hydrolysis is step number 1, oxidation is step number 2, chlorination is step number 3, and decomposition is step number 4. So the next method is the reaction of bleaching powder with acetone to obtain chloroform. So chloroform can be obtained by reacting aqueous paste of bleaching powder A with ethanol, B with acetone. Now it is reaction with acetone. So when aqueous paste of bleaching powder is made to react with acetone, what happens? First step is same. In the first step, the calcium oxychloride, that is bleaching powder, react with water and get decomposed. It get decomposed, converting into CaO plus H2O, converting into CaOH whole twice, plus chlorine is released. So in the first step, bleaching powder react with water, converting into calcium hydroxide, releasing chlorine. This was the same case as in the first with ethanol also. This is called as hydrolysis. The first step is same in both. Hydrolysis is the first step. Bleaching powder react with water, decompose to give calcium hydroxide and chlorine. This is hydrolysis. Now in the previous case, it was ethanol to be converted into ethanol, that is carbonyl compound. In the first method A, ethanol was taken to be converted into carbonyl. In this case, we have taken carbonyl. In this case, we have taken carbonyl compound. It is propanone 2. That is the step called as oxidation in the previous method is not applicable in this. So one step is less. The step oxidation is not needed over here. The reason being that this molecule is already a carbonyl compound. So propanone 2, we have taken acetone. It react with chlorine. These 3H of propanone 2 get replaced by 3Cl. 3H get replaced by 3Cl. 3H get replaced by 3Cl. 1Cl comes over here, 1Cl comes over here, 1Cl comes over here, resulting in formation of 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2. It is 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2 plus 3 molecule of HCl. Since the product is having chlorine, therefore it is termed as chloronation. So over here, the first step is hydrolysis. The second step is chloronation. Oxidation is not there as in the previous method. So first step is hydrolysis. Second step is reaction of acetone with chlorine to produce 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2, which is chloronation. Now comes the third step. Now in the third step, the two molecule of this compound, it is 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2. Two molecule of this will react with one molecule of calcium hydroxide. Two molecule of 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2 react with one molecule of calcium hydroxide. So these are two molecule, CH3 C double bond O CCl3, CH3 C double bond O CCl3 1, CH3 C double bond O CCl3 molecule number 2. So two molecule of 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2 react with one molecule of calcium hydroxide. 1H combines over here, CHCl3 is formed 1. 1H combines over here, CHCl3 is formed number 2. So CHCl3 1, CHCl3 2. So two molecule of chloroform is formed. Two molecule of chloroform. Now we are left over with CH3C double bond O, CH3C double bond O, CH3C double bond O, CH3C double bond O. 1 O combines over here, 1 O combines over here. CaOH whole twice, 2H has been attached to this. Left over are 2O, 1 O combining over here, 1 O combining over here, forming CH3C double bond OO, CH3C double bond OO. It is CH3C double bond OO, CH3C double bond OO, CH3C double bond OO, CH3C double bond OO. If there would have been H, this is acetic acid. No H, then it is acetate. H is being replaced by calcium. It is termed as calcium acetate. So in the third step, this 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2, which is formulated in step number 2, react with calcium hydroxide, giving chloroform and calcium acetate, and this step is termed as decomposition. So reaction of ethanol with bleaching powder. Bleaching powder with ethanol is a four-step process. Hydrolysis 1, oxidation 2nd, chlorination 3rd, decomposition 4th. But when bleaching powder is made to react with acetone to obtain ethanol, it is a three-step process. One step is hydrolysis, second step is chlorination, third step is decomposition. So this is a three-step process. Now coming on to a very important feature, very important for your competitive examination, being a very frequent question in the examination. Now if we take aqueous paste of bleaching powder, make it to react with either ethanol or acetone, it results in formation of chloroform. In first case we get calcium formate, in the second case we get calcium acetate. So with ethanol, chloroform plus calcium formate, with acetone, chloroform plus calcium acetate. But very important, both these compounds, calcium formate and calcium acetate, they are partially covalent. Means they are not completely ionic. So they have covalent character, due to which they are soluble in chloroform. These compound calcium formate and calcium acetate being partially covalent, they are soluble in chloroform, makes chloroform impure. So the presence of the calcium formate and calcium acetate, which is part of the process, are partially covalent. These compounds are partially covalent and are soluble in chloroform, and therefore it makes chloroform impure. Therefore, in order to obtain ultra pure chloroform, we have to involve some else process. Something else is to be involved. In order to obtain ultra pure chloroform, this method may not be applicable because the obtained chloroform is contaminated by this calcium formate and calcium acetate, which are partially soluble in chloroform. So how we can obtain ultra pure chloroform? So let's discuss. Now in order to obtain ultra pure chloroform, remember, in order to obtain ultra pure chloroform, the chloral formed in step number 2, step number 3 with ethanol, the chloral formed in step, that is process number 1, chloral formed in process number 1, and 1,1-trichloropropane 2 formed in process number 2 is made to react with NaOH instead of calcium hydroxide. So with bleaching powder and ethanol, chloral was formed as intermediate. With acetone and bleaching powder, 1,1,1-trichloropropane 2 was formed as the intermediate, and these two components were reacting with calcium hydroxide, giving chloroform and calcium salt. But in order to obtain ultra pure chloroform, this chloral and 1,1,1-trichloropropane 2 is made to react with NaOH instead of calcium hydroxide, so that sodium salt is formed instead of calcium salt. Sodium salt is formed instead of calcium salt. So these two compounds, chloral and in order to obtain ultra pure chloroform, chloral and 1,1,1-trichloropropane 2 is made to react with NaOH instead of CaOH whole twice. So if 2,2,2-trichloroethanol 1, 2,2,2-trichloroethanol 1, that is chloral, is made to react with NaOH, this carbon bond breaks. This H comes over here, resulting in formation of CHCl3. It results in formation of CHCl3, and this ONA combines to form HC double bond OONA. HC double bond OONA, that is, it is giving chloroform plus calcium formate, sodium formate, chloroform plus sodium formate. Calcium formate was soluble in chloroform, but now we are getting sodium formate, which is insoluble in chloroform. It is insoluble in chloroform. Therefore, it do not contaminate the chloroform. So what we do, we make this chloral to react with NaOH instead of calcium hydroxide, and when this chloral is made to react with NaOH, this carbon bond breaks, this H comes over here converting into chloroform and sodium formate. This compound is ionic, completely insoluble in chloroform, and does not contaminate chloroform. Now similarly, 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2, 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2 is made to react with sodium hydroxide instead of calcium hydroxide. So as we have reacted chloral with NaOH, now we have treated 1,1,1 trichloropropane 2 with NaOH. This carbon bond breaks, one of the H combines over here giving CHCl3, that is chloral, and ONA combines over here to form CS3, C double bond OONA, that is sodium acetate. So which means in both the case we are getting chloroform, along with it we are getting the sodium salt instead of calcium salt, which are insoluble, and hence it is not contaminated. The chloroform which is obtained is ultra pure and it is not contaminated because they are completely insoluble. Therefore, we follow this process to obtain ultra pure chloroform.